So, good news if you're concerned about Donald Trump being an authoritarian regime. He's simply too incompetent. Yes. Just think of all the blunders and policy reversals and administrative failures this administration has had in its short time. Very far from the strong and decisive leadership we were promised. How about the letter to Harvard where they threatened to withhold $2 billion if they didn't meet their demands? And then later come back and said they sent it by mistake? What? And then having to admit they wrongfully deported Kilmar Abrego Garcia? Telling our own U.S. citizens to self deport? They sent a letter to Nicole Micharoni, I believe is her name, and told her to self deport, and then later had to admit they did it by mistake. Implementing all of these ridiculous tariffs and then having to come back and undo all of them because they were basically melting our economy. Calling our own allies pathetic freeloaders. Labeling Canada as our enemy. 64% of Canadians now view the US as an adversary. 64%. That number was 30% in 2020. I'm honestly shocked it was 30% in 2020. If you just look at these policies, they're so self defeating. They have to go back and fix every mistake they make. That is not the sign of an effective authoritarian leader. When you're attacking universities, politicizing civil service, and targeting law firms, and then you have his own repeated claims of ignorance about the things his administration has done, denying that he signed deportation orders that he signed, pretending like he knows nothing about American military deaths in Lithuania when the whole world knows about it, admitting that he doesn't even know who some of his nominees are. He is so disengaged with his presidency. I think his administration is operating without his knowledge. Incompetence is not a governing strategy. Yeah, that's not a thing. And his second term has proven that authoritarianism requires competence, something that he sorely lacks. So instead of a well-oiled machine, this is a bungled administration that, you know, blames mistakes on others, defies courts, governs by improvisation. So what do we have? We have economic instability. We have diplomatic isolation. We have a government that cannot execute its own agenda without falling on its face. And the only silver lining to that, for the people who feared Trump would be this strongman president, is that he is simply too incompetent to succeed. But incompetence in power is still dangerous, and we're going to pay the price. Yeah, thanks.